Goddess Chrissy, and I'm going to be doing a very interesting reading here with some drama going on in Hollywood involving Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, and in a way her husband as well, Ryan Reynolds. Intuitively, there was a lot with this. For one, I didn't know what Justin Baldoni was being charged with. Actually had to look that up because anytime they really talk about the drama between these two, they never mention what exactly he's getting charged for. And it's sexual harassment. There's been instances, allegedly, where Blake has felt uncomfortable with him while they were making the movie It Ends With Us. There was a lot that was coming in intuitively. Someone has been crying, okay? Excuse me, guys, I'm actually sick right now doing the video, but I got a headache as well, so I feel like this is Justin's energy. He's highly stressed by this whole situation. I do feel like he will be blackballed after this. He'll probably be working on films that won't necessarily make it to like mainstream media. It'll be, films that just go directly to a streaming service or something like that. And if he does do anything that's more mainstream, his name would be hidden somewhere where you wouldn't even know that he worked on the film. But there's a lot of pieces with this, and it's really a mess. And after it all, I actually feel like they're going to settle. I feel like Justin is going to give in and settle. That's what I feel intuitively, but I am going to pull the cards to see what they say. But I feel like he's just going to be mentally exhausted, and his wife is going to push him to just settle and move on because she's just going to be tired of it. If he doesn't do that, I do see them divorcing, him and his wife. It would be a divorce based on a couple of things. One, infidelities. Two, lying about the infidelities and other things. And then three, just taking his stress out on her. He can tend to have anger when things are not going his way, when he's frustrated. Okay, so I have my personality cards here, and I'm going to be pulling 3 out, so which I do on camera, and I'm going to involve Ryan Reynolds here. I feel like Ryan Reynolds is also a big part of this, being that Blake Lively is his wife and the mother of his children. So he obviously is going to be by her side throughout all of this, to make sure that they get the outcome that he wants. Okay. All right. So I'm hearing them say pull for Blake and pull for Justin. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm going to do Justin first. So this is going to be Justin, his personality right now throughout all of this. Okay, I'm going to scoot this down. This here is going to be Blake. Blake's personality through all of this. And then we have Ryan's personality through all of this. Okay. Okay, so you guys see that? Alright. This one here. Okay, so we're gonna go here with, let me kind of move this down. Okay. Alright, I'm going to move these down here because there's just not enough space. But I won't look at them, I swear. Alright, so this is Justin's energy at this time. Throughout all of this, his personality. So let's look at the first card. Mystic revels in intimate union with the divine. Okay. So he could be doing a lot of spiritual work or a lot of praying or a lot of both. Okay. He feels like in the end, God will prevail. Yeah. Warrior. So he's definitely in this to fight this. He definitely is in that energy of, I'm not going to let them ruin me. I'm going to fight this. Okay, so he's going in to fight. Now, at the end of the year, I'll guarantee you that this card is going to be different because Justin is going to be tired. It's too much. For one, it's going to cost too much money to play this all out. Once he sees his funds dwindling, he's definitely going to back down. Now, that's just speaking in regards to Blake and Ryan, but in regards to New York Times, I'm not too sure whether he's going to back down from that, honestly. Okay. Wow, prostitute. All right, it says the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay, so I think he's also looking at the money aspect of it. He can gain a lot from this, where he won't ever have to work in the business if he doesn't want to. I feel like this is also referring to Blake Lively and a bash at her, where it's like you're only good when you have to take off your clothes in front of camera. That's the only reason why people hire you. So he really has a distaste for Blake Lively, as you can imagine, right now. Okay, but so it seems like I'm getting the word thirsty. He's a very thirsty person. When he sees something he likes, he wants to go after it, even though he is married. And he doesn't take well to rejection. Okay? So that's Justin. Let's see here. This is Blake. First one is storyteller. So she obviously is saying that she's going to come out and tell her story. She also wants to be an advocate for other women who have gone through any kinds of abuse. And that is going to be, if she does it the right way, then that's what she's going to be the leader on. She's going to be, I guess, the ringmaster as far as being the poster face of having dealt with abuse and gotten out on the other side as the victor, right? Okay, so she wants to definitely go in and tell her story, tell her side of things. She can't wait to get on that stand. This is interesting because she has the card of the slave. Surrendering your power of choice to divine with complete trust. Also giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Okay, let me look into this further because I want to know who she's giving her power to. Okay. Who is Blake giving her power to here, source? Who is she giving her power to make decisions for her? says to make decisions out of fear of making them yourself. I feel like there's so much decisions to make that Blake is really overwhelmed. Who is making these decisions for her? Show me. Okay, so. Okay, that's her husband. That's Ryan. Okay, so Ryan is the one that's making the decisions for Blake. And I feel though with this, it being the quote unquote slave card here, is saying that she's happy to have him take the role and make these decisions. She feels like that's the man's role in a marriage, is to take over things and to do what they need to do. Okay. But in hindsight, she has to realize that she's also releasing any type of say-so in the situation. At this time, she's okay with that though. Okay? So Ryan is the one that's doing all the decision making. Gossip. Blake is talking a lot, and a lot of people are talking about her. Okay. She has to be careful with this gossip card though. Wasn't she on a show called Gossip Girl? I don't know. If she was, if you watched that show, leave it in the comments if she was actually on that show. I believe she was. I don't know. I never watched it though. So that's one of the cards that she has. She's gossiping a lot, and a lot of people are gossiping about her. Okay. This is like the talk of the town right now in Hollywood. Okay. So let me tell you guys what I see so far. With Justin's cards, I see a lot of contradictions, because I see like believing in a higher power, and that higher power helping you to fight this case to make all this money. But it's less about preserving your dignity, and it's more about materialistic, egotistic energy. With with Blake here, she can't wait to go and tell her story, but at the same time, she's being very messy. So since her energy is being very messy and indecisive, that's what she's gonna get out of this situation. Messy and indecisive, till at the point everybody's gonna surrender and just give in and say, okay, let's just end this. Whatever energy you go into it is the energy that you're gonna get back from it. Okay, and her energy is very much Gossip Girl. Okay. Let's see not Justin's. Let's see Ryan's energy. Okay. And the fact that I almost said Justin means that Justin is heavily on Ryan's mind. Like, he can't stand this guy, as you can imagine, right? Judge. Oh, wow. Balancing justice and compassion, okay? Ryan is going into this like, I'm going to F you up. You will never work in this business again. He's not playing around. With this card being the judge, he's saying that things are going to go in the way that's on Blake's direction. Not only that, he's saying, I'm putting you in a situation where everyone is going to judge you for what you did, and you'll never work in this business again. That's Ryan's goal in this. Here we go. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. Okay. I feel like this is also affecting their kids. Okay. I feel like everyone just knows about this. Or this could also be saying that he doesn't want this to affect their children. He doesn't want their children to grow up and to hear about these stories about their mom in a distasteful light. So Ryan also wants to protect his children. Justin also wants to protect his children in this. Okay. Samaritan, capacity to help those you prefer to ignore. Okay, so Ryan is a very, I'm seeing here, a very supportive husband. He is in this like, honey, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm gonna take care of it all. I got you. I got the kids. We're gonna be good. So Ryan is very seen. He's being seen here as the protector. Okay. He is protecting his marriage. He is protecting his family, and he feels like what has happened is unacceptable, and there will be a balance here of the scales. Like, there will be justice. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull some cards because I want to know. Okay. I'm trying to decide which cards I want to use, guys. Hold on. Okay. So this is very much between Blake and Justin. Okay. Really, Ryan is what you see there, the supportive husband. Okay. I want to ask, so I got these love cards, and I want to ask, how did Justin feel about Blake when he first met her? Like, what was his thoughts? What was Justin's thoughts when he first met Blake? Okay, so he was definitely attracted to her. Walking away from you made me realize how much I love you. I feel ashamed of what I've been doing with my life. No one is ever going to replace how I feel about you. Okay, so I would not be surprised if Justin and Blake had some type of situation in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a situation in the past. Okay, either if they didn't have a relationship or a fling, he definitely saw her in passing before she was married, in which he would have taken advantage of that situation. Alright, so he definitely had feelings. So how did Blake feel about Justin when she saw him for that first time when dealing with this project? Okay, so these are Blake's thoughts when she first encountered with Justin. I know our souls are intertwined. You're the only one that truly understands me. So when she first started on this project, she felt like he was the perfect person to have the role. with her, and she felt like her feedback was being very received by him. But then she realized that that was only the case because he wanted something out of the situation. So it was, she realized that it became like a, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. The only reason why he was agreeing to her changes and things that she wanted was because he wanted to get something out of it. It says, but I'm scared you want too much. So it got to a point where she was fearful of him because he was coming on too strong, and presented the reason why he was giving her everything she was asking for, and that's because he wanted something in return. So I can tell with these cards, and this is all alleged, I can tell with these cards that Justin definitely came on to Blake allegedly, and she wasn't into it. It's not like it's a situation where we started doing something and then afterwards I wasn't into it, tried to stop it, and now he's, trying to take me down. It wasn't a case like that. It was basically him being interested, him being attracted to her, and her not reciprocating. She did not reciprocate, guys. Okay. All right, now show me show me what Justin did allegedly that made Blake feel so uncomfortable. What did he do that made her feel so uncomfortable? Show me, source. Wow, okay. He didn't respect her sanctity of marriage. Okay. This is how she views her relationship with Ryan. Ryan is a very giving person. He keeps coming out as the Six of Pentacles. So he basically gives a Blake whatever she wants. Okay. And she feels like they're a power couple. They're growing something here. But I think it is good to note as well that they're going in opposite directions. So they're investing in something here in regards to their marriage, but they're still going in opposite ways. So I don't believe that Ryan and Blake are compatible with one another. And over time, they're going to realize this. I'll give it the Seven of Pentacles, 7 years to realize that they're not necessarily compatible with one another. I really do feel like Blake and Justin allegedly had something in the past when she first started out in the industry. I really do feel that way. But I think what pissed off Blake is Justin's, what is this? A little leaf, okay. I do feel like Justin's disregard for her marriage and his own is what pissed her off. She felt like whatever he was feeling, he needed to keep to himself. This was a professional setting. We have the Lovers here and the Knight of Cups. He definitely wanted something. Now, I'll ask the question. I don't get that they did anything. Let me ask if they did anything in the past before Source, did Blake and Justin have any type of romantic relationship in the past, romantic or sexual in the past, before she met Ryan, before she was married to Ryan? Just, did they ever have anything in the past, Source? Blake and Justin, did they ever have anything in the past? No. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't believe that Blake will do anything with him. I don't believe that Blake will do anything with him. I believe that she always would respect a man's relationship with his partner. Okay? But it clearly shows that Justin is willing to do that with whoever he's attracted to. Okay? Let me see. Did they do anything now? Did they do anything sexual now? Source. There's two women here. This is Blake right here. This must be Justin's wife. Show me, what did Blake do with Justin? Show me what they did. These cards. Show me what they did. Okay, Justin went into this really thinking that he was going to get Blake. And as you can see in the end, he had to kneel and basically surrender to the fact that he wasn't going to get anything from her. And he went about his business and he thought it was over, but it wasn't. Blake, like everything else, she tells her husband everything. So, with her telling her husband so many stories about what was taking place, he obviously got fed up with it. Let me ask, whose idea was it to take this to court? Whose idea was it to report this and take it to court, sir? Show me whose idea was this. The Emperor, this is Ryan. This is Ryan. Ryan can get really vindictive where it's like, you're in my world now, buddy. Even the devil card came up. Look at that. Like, I am going to mess your universe up. Ryan is not playing around. He's the one that's, if Blake is the ringmaster, he's the ringleader, because he's the one that's taking hold of everything that's going to happen with Justin. Okay? Hold on, guys. Let me use these cards. What mistake? Because I feel like there was a mistake that Justin made. What mistake did he make in this whole situation? So it's, what mistake did Justin make? Okay, we have the yes in reverse. Luck is on your side. It's in reverse. So obviously luck was not on his side. He thought that he could get somewhere with this, but obviously he could not. He should have been patient. I feel like he was pushing and pushing, allegedly. Like, I know you want something. I know. Confession. Okay, he confessed. Instead of confessing, he should have just waited. We have honeymoon, but it was in reverse. Okay, so this is not going anywhere, Justin. She is not interested. You should have just waited on that confession and not saying anything. Okay. I want to see how does Justin feel about Blake at this time? And but Justin is a cheater, and his wife knows that. Let's see, how does Justin feel about Blake at this time? Temptation. He is attracted to her. Self-worth, high vibration. In a way, Justin is intimidated by Justin is intimidated by Ryan. Okay. Here's this beautiful woman being protected by this man. Okay, he's confident, he's assertive, he's protective. Okay. But also with this self-deception here, I feel like Justin feels that, I feel like Justin is in denial of his wrongdoing in this situation. I feel like he's saying to himself, it wasn't that bad not to reach up until this point. She's delusional. They're just trying to ruin my career. Ryan's just trying to show his bravado in front of his wife. So he's not taking any type of responsibility for his role in this whole situation. Let's see. How is Justin feeling at this time? What's his energy at this time, source? What is Justin's energy? Appreciation, angel of balance, storm warning. So Justin is really spending time with the people that care about him, just so he can have some balance with everything that's going on. This thing is really driving him crazy. It really is. I feel like this is his wife here that's just trying to be there for him. But at the same time, there's a lot going on in his mind. A lot going on in his mind. Him and Blake can't wait for the court to start, so all these things can come out. What about Blake? How is she feeling at this time? Okay, the goddess of the moon came in reverse. So, Blake is, this is really disappointing to see, because Blake is not tapping into her femininity. She's not tapping into her goddess energy. She's actually giving all her power away, which is so ironic, because in a power move of going against the quote-unquote abuser, allegedly, you would think that you would be blossoming in your goddess energy, but she's not. She's not listening to her intuition. And she's giving all control away. But in the illusion, she believes that she's the warrior here, that she's ready to fight. But again, she's bringing confusion and a whole bunch of nonsense into it that it's not working out, and it's making her be in a bad light. I don't know how else to explain this, but there's something not right with her, and she needs to tap in and fix that. Okay, let me see if I could get more information on this. Alright, so I see that there is something not right with Blake. What is it? Show us what it is. She's so focused on the victory. She's so focused on winning and fighting that she's not following her intuition. And so in some way that's going to cause her to lose. Not lose the court, but lose something. It could be her innocence in front of the media. It could be how women view her. But she's going to lose something. What is Blake going to lose in this process, Source, because she's not listening to her intuition? If you can see, the moon is in all these pictures here. Okay, there's the moon here. This is actually the moon card. There's the moon here, and there's the moon behind her. 9 days, 9 weeks. Something with the number 9 here. What does she seems to lose? The Source. Show me. Wow. Something about her relationship with Ryan. Something about her relationship with Ryan. Now, it doesn't say that they're divorcing, but afterwards he tends to look at her differently. Okay, he tends to look at her differently. I think that throughout all of this is when Ryan is going to realize that he did not marry his soulmate. Okay, Wow, this is very powerful. Very, very powerful. What is Ryan going to realize about Blake source during this time? Like I said, I was talking about her losing her innocence. So she is going to lose her innocence in the eyes of her husband, Ryan. There's something that he's going to see about her that's like manipulative or controlling that he's not going to like. It's going to be some type of personality trait that she has, that he's going to be turned off by. Okay. Let's see Justin's wife. Justin's wife is being very supportive of him right now, but I feel like at the end of this, his infidelities are going to be shown and she's going to divorce him. Let's see, how does Justin's wife feel about Justin at this time? Okay, she's standing behind him, literally. Look at that. She's standing behind him as he has the world in his hands. She wants to be that supportive wife. She sees him hurting right now. And she's tuning everything out. Let's see. Show me at the end of this source. At the end of all of this, will his wife stay with him? Will Justin's wife stay with him at the end of all of this? Okay, we got some cards that fell out here. Making a choice. Okay, this is what I was saying earlier. It all depends on the choice that Justin makes. I don't know if you guys remember, but I said this in the beginning of the video. If Justin walks away from this and he just throws in the towel, his marriage does have a chance. But if he stays in this, lets his ego get in the way and continue fighting it till he loses everything he has, then divorce is imminent. Okay? So it all depends on Justin and which timeline he wants to go in. Okay. Now, what lesson is this teaching Justin? What lesson is he learning from all of this? Okay, look at that. Unwise choice. You made an unwise choice. And because of that, you lost your peace of mind and your personal freedom. So what he's learning from this, and I love how the bird is there because I'm going to be doing, I actually believe that's a mockingbird right there, which is crazy because my other reading is going to be messages from the mockingbird. But anyhow, the decisions you make, the poor decisions you make have consequences and they can change your life forever. That's what he needs to realize. Because his poor decision making and his choice, his sensible choice, his conscious choice to make someone feel uncomfortable, allegedly, has put him in a precarious situation and changed him forever. Okay? Now, what was Blake? What is her? What does she need to learn from this? What does Blake learn from this situation, source? Okay, there's a couple of things with Blake. I'm hearing not all things that glitter is gold. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Not all things that glitter is gold. Now, this card, I literally just watched a movie called The Irish Wish it's on Netflix from who's I forgot her name. Oh, her name is at the tip of my tongue. I hate when that happens. Okay. But go check it out. It's called The Irish Wish, okay? And Lindsay Lohan, there we go. Lindsay Lohan is featured in the movie. And it's about her being in love with her editor. And her editor ends up falling in love with her friend. And she makes this wish that she wishes she was the one marrying the guy, right? So she goes into this whole timeline where she marries, or she's in the process of marrying the guy, but she realizes that the guy is not for her. They have nothing in common. They're complete opposites. And what he's into, she's not into. And that her soulmate is someone else. So interesting that here we are. And the reason why it's fascinating here, because it shows the gold ring. Okay, there's a gold ring there that this woman is looking at. And if you guys go and watch this movie, Lindsay Lohan is given a gold, not a gold ring, but she's given an emerald ring. Just like this emerald ring here. She's given an emerald ring. Which was her engagement ring. Okay. Which goes to say, again, Ryan and Blake are not soulmates. I think what both of them is supposed to realize at this time in this relationship, that they were not meant to be together for the long term. They were actually meant to just have one child and then move on. This also shows her that she needs to be in her energy of goddess, energy of power, and know how to utilize that power, how to make her own decisions. How to see different things in different ways, not just one way. It talks about seeing things as black and white, or black or white. There's many things that Blake needs to learn. Many, many things. But she has to be open to learning them. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, so I have this Godiva box here, and it has some words that I wrote in there, okay? And we're just going to take a look at what's going to happen with this case, okay? So there we go. I'm going to just pick. Okay. What's going to happen with this case? There we go. We have here, oh, Justin loses. Okay. Wow, I actually didn't put here New York Times wines. Okay. So, whatever that means. They complained a lot and they end up getting what they want. So New York Times, Justin loses and New York Times wins. So he does not win the case against New York Times. We have family here. Not a good person. Okay, someone there is not a good person. Someone is not a good person with family. Stressed. Blake loses. Okay. And she regrets. She has some regrets. There's something that she ends up losing and she has regrets about it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the case, okay? But with this one, it is the case because New York Times came right after that. Okay. She regrets because she's being judged. Remember I told you guys she's going to be looked at differently, okay? We got darkness, praying, playboy, okay, lying, okay. So there's a playboy that's lying. I'm gonna put this here, and what they both need to do is pray, because all sides here are in the darkness. Okay. All right. The words have spoken. Okay. So again, Justin against the New York Times, he loses. Blake also loses and has regrets because now she's being judged differently than how she was initially seen. Okay, this causes stress in the family. I don't know who this family is. I don't know if it may be both families, okay? This causes a lot of stress in both families. And they tend, not a good person means that they just kind of isolate themselves, okay? Playboy is lying, so I feel like allegedly this is a Justin who's going to be lying about something. I feel like he's, with this praying in darkness, I feel like he's lying about the fact that he is not who he's being portrayed to be. I feel like there is some truth into how he is being portrayed. Okay, allegedly. All right, so I'm going to end that reading there. These are my predictions. I do feel like Blake and Justin are going to come to some sort of settlement. And I do feel that with this showing here, that Justin is going to lose the case with New York Times. Okay. And that is my reading. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's Goddess Chrissy, and until next time, bye.